I know a lot of people with perfectly functional charcoal kettle grills that collect dust either because they don't know how to start them or because they just straight don't know how to use them. By the end of this video, not only will you know how to start a charcoal grill, but I'll also share with you the tools that I use to cook with, a few tips for stress-free grilling, and how to set the grill up to actually cook on. Yeah. Before we even step outside, we gotta make sure we have everything in order. Nobody needs to break a sweat running in and out of the crib before we even start the coals. My tool belt for successful grilling includes a bit of neutral oil, a spray bottle full of water to help fight flare-ups caused by grease, a kitchen towel and some paper towels because sometimes you don't want to get your good towel all gnarly, a set of tongs, because tongs really will get the job done 90% of the time. No need to flex with that oversized spatula/knife thing that you panic bought off Amazon. Put that away. Forever. A large tray to carry everything on, a sheet tray works fine too, a small tray or extra plates to keep the cooked food on, and most importantly, an ice-cold beverage. Keeping organized before you begin will make your time on the grill less stressful. Okay, so we're organized and now we need to get the grill ready, but before we start the coals, it's important to make sure that the grill is clean. Spiff up the grill by chipping away any stuck-on grease and removing old ash and coals. These things can actually absorb heat from the fresh charcoal, making your grill less effective. Alright, once clean, it's time to start the grill. I'm a big charcoal chimney advocate, and in my experience, chimneys are the easiest, most efficient way to heat up coals for grilling. You can pick one of these things up for like 20 bucks at a hardware store. Just think of it as part of the grill. If you're going to buy or start using a charcoal grill, do yourself a favor and cop one of these things. Fill the bottom of the chimney with paper or something flammable, add the charcoals on top, and light it from the bottom. Okay, charcoals. So not all charcoal is created equal. Two super popular varieties here in the United States are classic briquettes, seen here on the right, and hardwood lump charcoal on the left. To sum it up, charcoal burns slower and cooler than wood, which burns very hot and very fast. Charbon boys, what's good? I think I'm gonna start calling them charbon boys from now on. So think of hardwood lump charcoal as a crossbreed between charcoal and wood. Lump charcoal doesn't get as hot as wood, but it burns longer, whereas charcoal briquettes burn longer than lump charcoal, but don't get as hot. You feel me? As you might imagine, I prefer working with lump charcoal over the briquettes. Load the coals in the chimney to the top, light the tinder that we stuffed on the bottom, and let the coals heat up. This takes anywhere from like 10 to 20 minutes depending on the charcoal. The charcoal is ready to dump into the grill when you notice that the orange embers are just about at the top. Once that happens, pour the charcoal onto one side of the grill. I also like to sprinkle a few new coals over the top of the hot ones. As the coals catch over time, the fire will burn longer and gradually become hotter for a period. So make sure that the coals are pushed to one side of the grill. The reason we want to do this is because we're going to create what's called a two-zone cooking environment. The side with the ripping hot coals will radiate direct heat for searing, then the cooler side will be for indirect heat and finishing food. I find that the grill grates are easier to clean when they're hot, so do that if you need to, then cover the grill up and let it heat up for 5 to 10 minutes. Giving the grill a chance to charge with heat allows for more even cooking. An important factor to master when grilling is airflow. The more oxygen given to the coals, the hotter they can get, so get acquainted with your grill's vents and get used to toggling them back and forth to control the heat of the grill. More airflow equals a hotter grill. Here's a better look at that two-zone method I was just talking about. A lot of grills have these nifty little latches, so you can use them to push the coals around if you need to. You'll know your grill is ready to cook on when you can't hold your hand over the hottest part for more than 3 seconds. The grill should be insanely hot, kind of like you. Remember, kettle grills can do a lot, but today we're talking about grilling, not barbecuing. Grilling is a fast and hot cooking method, while barbecuing is a much slower process that uses smoke and low heat to get the job done. Don't confuse the two. Here I'm just searing off this gorgy little tri-tip until it gets some nice color, then I move it to the cooler indirect cooking zone opposite of the coals to finish. And don't limit yourself to grates. I love taking advantage of the crazy heat off the grill by laying a cast iron or carbon steel pan on there for some stir fry action. Also, if you have food that you want to grill but you're kind of spooked it might fall through the grate, use a cooling rack or something like this as a secondary grate. That's right, no more sacrificial onion slices. Lastly, once you get accustomed to the two-zone cooking method, don't be afraid to load the grill up. So long as you're watching your food and moving it around as needed, you'll be able to get a lot of cooking done in a short period of time. Grilling is hands down my favorite way to cook for a crowd. Everything you see here came from the same grill, the same set of charcoals, the same everything, so if you catch yourself debating on whether or not you should spark that grill up, just remember how much work you can get done with it. Befriend the grill, master the grill, be the grill. When warm weather comes around, all I want to do is cook outside. A life goal of mine is actually to own my own outdoor cooking dojo, fully equipped with the outdoor pizza oven, the wood-fired grill, the offset smoker, the big-ass offset smoker, and like a huge cauldron for boils and stews. And if you're new around these parts, I would appreciate a subscription, if you found the video to be helpful, that is. And to those of you already subscribed, you are the charcoal to my lighter, the steak to my grill. I appreciate you, so thank you. And yeah, I guess we'll see you next week for another vid, so until then, later.